Hi guys, this is the basic start of the Sovereign knife. I'll show you what we got here. That's our pile of pieces. We've got sterling silver wire, 0.99 silver medallion. That'll be the inlay and the handle. This is sterling silver for the liners. That's pretty much done on that one. We've got black buffalo horn here. This is our blade. And as you might be able to see in the video, I've got my file work marked out at 1/4 inch. We're going to be starting on that today. That's going to be different elements of multiple different kinds of file work and styles. I'm hoping to go for kind of a cross between wrought iron. As you can see, start my file work, and I'm going to lead you guys through this every step of the way because I think the information could benefit the knife community and make it a little richer. Okay, as you can see, again, I've got 1/4 inch marked on my spine here. That's going to be the first thing to file work. I'm going to do the Nevermore 3 notch right at the guard. So, having 1/4 inch marks, that makes it easier to go back and mark 16th or 32nd, whatever the case may be, for the file work. So I'm going to do that for the Nevermore 3. And then, of course, square in line. Similar technique if you're just doing like simple ivy or something like that. You can do the same thing. And one more thing, just before you start your cut with, say, square file, needle file such as this, take your scribe and you want to take out just a small chip right on your line on the edge. Break that corner. That'll ensure that you get an even cut with your file and you don't skip on the surface when you begin to cut. Another thing, always measure twice. Don't trust your judgment. Another important thing here, start your cut forward with your file. Drag your file back. That helps to ensure that you don't skip across the edge, because once you take that metal off, you cannot put it back. Just a word of caution there. Now that you've got your edge broke, you can start your forward cut with your file.
Country band Brewers Grave.
Okay, triple notches are cut with my square file. Then I switch to this file. That's to do a well-defined corner. It's pretty simple, really. And the more you use these files, the more you'll get a better understanding of what you can and can't do with them. So what I do is I cut this corner for the end of the Nevermore 3 notch right there. Do that on both sides. That gives me a nice clean corner right there, because it's basically a Roman numeral 3. And then just lightly take out that center using that flat side on the back of the file as a guide. These files can be your best friend or your worst enemy. True up my flat spots on this particular file work. I usually use square file. And what helps tremendously is to just take light cuts. You don't have to cut deep, you don't have to cut fast. Use your left thumb as a guide on your file and just work your file with your right hand. That'll prevent any miscuts with your file. If you try to guide your file with your right hand while you're cutting, you're going to lose control if you do that. As you can see here, I've broken the edges along my spine here for the start of my file work. This is going to be a twist pattern. I'm going for a cross between wrought iron and ivy. When you start your cut, you want to break that edge at 45. That'll prevent your file slip along your spine. And then from there, you just gradually change the angle of your cut, slowly, lightly. Work that right across the spine at 45. That makes it easier having both sides cut at your angle there. When you roll your cut across the spine, that prevents slippage as well. After that, you're home free. Hopefully you guys can see this alright. I know it's probably not the greatest picture quality, but I take my scribe and I've etched out the pattern that I want to cut into my shank here. Most of this will be done with the Dremel tool. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but that's going to be the terminus of the wrought iron pattern. That will change into ivy up through here. We're going to cut this first and then progress from there to cut the outside profile of the ivy. There's going to be some finer detail in here. And then we'll take out the center of it. That'll ensure that I can get everything symmetrical. Aside from the Dremel work and file work involved with this, the most important thing to practice is probably layout. The better your layout, the better your final outcome. As you can see, we've got the foundation for our file work complete. All that's left is to cut the fine detail. That'll be done with the Dremel tool. Okay, to recap, I'm going to show you guys every cut you have to make for both these designs, the ivy and the wrought iron. terminus for the wrought iron there. And this is where the ivy comes in. And of course, make this your first cut for your ivy right at the terminus of the wrought iron. And then move to your next mark. Make a small cut here, fairly shallow. Angle your bit. Make a cut there. That's going to be your thorn from the ivy sticking out there. And the next cut will again be a small cut. Around your corners right here, where you made that first small cut and the second one. That's the outline of your ivy vine. And then after you're done, you can go back and you can cut these deeper for your thorn. That's basically half your pattern right there. And then after that, come back with your diamond bit like this, and just hollow out that center. Just keep whittling it down until you get what you want. These are all the tools you need for this project, or similar project anyway. These are diamond burrs for your Dremel tool, 1/8 inch shank. These hold up pretty well. I've only had one break so far. I've had this set for about a week. They cut good. They've got an aggressive cut. Of course you need your wedge file. That's for cutting to fine corners, like I said. Square file, and of course your scribe. It's indispensable. So until next time, gentlemen, use your tools, familiarize yourself with them, figure out what you can and can't do with them, and build something beautiful. Until next time, if you have any questions, be sure to ask.